What's going on, Raiders? Duelum here, and today we had a little mess up with technology and my microphone did not record the first little bit of this video, so first like 8 or 9 minutes is going to be this little voiceover. So we're going to be opening up Ancient Shards today, and I'm going to be using Tholen as my choice for the progressive chance as well. Because I do think Tholen is going to be the best, and I want to empower him. But first, make sure you're clicking that download link or scanning the QR code to get Karato Fox Hunter. The second you start the game, an amazing legendary nuker. At level 10, you're going to be getting Tagore, an amazing epic support character. At level 20, you're going to be getting Fane, who's got some incredible turn meter steal, as well as some pretty crazy damage. And then at level 30, you're going to be getting Vergus, who's a defense-based champion, to help keep your other characters alive. And then, this is super important, day number 1 within the first 24 hours of making your Raid Shadow Legends account. Type in promo code Monkey King to get Sun Wukong, one of the best free legendaries they have ever given. And if you're on iOS, make sure you're clicking a different link in the description to type in any promo codes. All right, now we're back, and yeah, this is gonna be pretty interesting. We also had a offer, which is what I bought. So it was $330 in game. And it gave me 197 ancients, 7,320 gems, and 12.2 million silver. So I was curious if how worth it was, and the Hell Hades pack offer guide did say it was about $313. So not too bad, honestly. About a $17 disparity, so not too bad. Pretty good. It does say it's a normal deal. And this was one of the better deals that I did see in game, so I figured I would end up doing that one. Now, I know that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money for me, but yeah, figured I'd go a little insane here. We have 235 Ancients here. We do have the double drop rates, so the Epics are at a 16% chance, and the Legendaries are at a 1% chance. Balara the Lost is also a character that you could end up putting as your featured. He's very good, especially if you got a lot of good poison characters on your roster, because he does the poison sensitivity on the A1, increased accuracy on the A3, the poison detonation on the A2 as well. He's very, very good, and they've been giving a lot of ways to get him recently, which I think is interesting. They did that Path to event where we were able to get him. There's also Greco's Turn Drake, which we've talked about before when they did the Deck of Fate to unlock him, which was not player friendly at all. That was rough. But obviously there is the opportunity to get him here as well. But remember, with the progressive chances, you got to remember it's 15 times, 20 times, 25 times a very low number. So don't think you're going to be getting this. Don't pull just to get this. I pulled because obviously I had the chance for the progressive, but also we had 2x chance of epic and legendary as well. So let's get into it. We're going to be opening up a lot of shards here. Starting off with Alaric the Hooded. Alaric is not good at all. I already recognize him. I pulled him a bunch of times. On a side note, we definitely pulled for the champion get event as well that was going on for the tournament. So making sure I'm going to be getting first place on that for another legendary skill tome, getting some rewards on the side. We got Mr. Rider Dathi, who's very good. One of the better characters in the game, epic, in the epic category. Very, very good. Same thing with Zargala. Zargala is also pretty good. Not as impressive as Mr. Rider Dathi, though. But Zargala is also very good. All right, let's open up another 10. More rares, more rares. I don't think anything was crazy here. Nope, nothing crazy. All rares. Best one here is War Maiden. She's okay. Decent healer for real early game. All right, next pull. More rares. Another epic, Wuji, and then we did get Goffred Brassclad. We also got Fane and Tanix Hate Flower. I don't even think I remember looking up Tanix Hate Flower, if I'm not mistaken, but let's look up Goffred here. Goffred Brassclad is a dwarf for a 3.5 magic affinity. I was talking about how he looked like a They had no colors, but he kind of looked like the Christmas nutcrackers because of just his design, just like if he was like black and gold. I don't know. I'm an idiot. We know that, though. Not the best in a lot of places, but he did look pretty good in Faction Wars. We got a first hit of 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. The second hit can place a provoke as well. Attacks all enemies, and it has a 100% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. It's on a 3-turn cooldown when you book it, so that's pretty strong. The A3 Vow of the Dwarves places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns, then removes any decreased defense and weakened debuffs from all allies on a 3-turn cooldown. And then the passive, whenever an ally is attacked under a block damage buff by this champion, has a 75% chance of placing a stun, goes up to a 100% chance debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. Active effect, if an ally is about to get killed by a fatal hit, blocks incoming damage and places a block damage buff on them for 1 turn. So a very solid defense-based character in the Dwarves faction. Definitely going to be really good for Faction Wars, so I'm pretty happy with this pull, honestly. We also have Thane, who's going to be part of my login. If you guys start playing with my account, Thane is very, very good. Ceiling turn meter, real nice. Poisons as well, and decrease attack. Very good character, honestly. One of the better epics, for sure. Thane is surprisingly good. Also a triple hitter on the A3 as well. So not bad at all. Yeah, I never even looked up Tanix Hate Flower. I'll have to see if that character is any good or not. But I'll open it up 10 more. Good so far. Seneschal. We got another one on my big old head. Not sure who that is. I can't tell. My head's severely in the way. We're going to look up Seneschal here. We add an extra H because spelling is not our forte at all. Also, very difficult to do this with 1 monitor, let me tell you. Bouncing back and forth between the game and Hell Hades and stuff. So a 2.5 on Seneschal, nothing too crazy there. And then the other epic that we got that was behind my head was Fenshi. That's right. We got Fenshi as well. And Fenshi was also kind of meh. 3.5. Yeah, Shadowkin. Not terrible, though. Could be worse. The website gave me a little bit of trouble there. Froze up for a second, and then it came back. It looks like decent in Faction Wars turn meter control, which is pretty nice. 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. It does seem like this guy is going to be pretty good in Fire Knight, so potentially a Fire Knight usage. Attacks 1 enemy 3 times. Each has a 50% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 15%. That does go up to, what, 75%? So not bad. Cooldown goes down to 2-turn cooldown as well. Pretty good there. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 5% poison debuff on the target for 3 turns. We'll ignore 10% of the target's defense for each poison debuff on the target. So pairing him with like Kale, also pairing him with Balar of the Lost, like we've been talking about. Talking about the extra increased chance for to get Tholen as well, because of the progressive chance. Got another epic, Alika. Alika is kind of meh, honestly. I ended up looking up Alika here, and it was nothing too crazy from what I remember. I think like a 3, maybe a 3.5. Yeah, 3. I think a Skinwalker as well. Not good anywhere. Faction Wars, maybe. But other than that, nothing too crazy. Nothing really to get too excited about. Pulling another 10. Let's see where we're at here. We got another epic. We got Signy of High Shield. Absolutely terrible. Gotten Signy multiple times. But hey, Faction Guardians. Thanks, Signy. You're doing the Lord's work with Faction Guardians. All right, continuing on. We got Umatogi. And we also got Deacon Deathless as well. We're going to look up Umatogi here. And then if you guys don't have Deacon, dude, Deacon is so good. Deacon's probably one of the best epics in the game, next to like Geomancer. Legitimately, Deacon is so good. Umatogi, absolutely terrible. We're gonna look up Deathless as well. See what we got for Deathless. I think Deathless was also trash. Yeah, Deathless was also trash. I was talking about how it's funny if you see the more generic name, something like Deathless, if it's super generic, I think they're almost always terrible. Talking about Deacon here, if you have not built up Deacon, I remember when I pulled Geomancer, somebody's like, yeah, I haven't built Geomancer yet. I'm like, Geomancer is one of the best epics in the game. If you haven't built Deacon for whatever reason, Please stop skipping Deacon. Please do Deacon. He's amazing. He's done so many things. 19% ally speed in all battles. Turn meter rewind on the enemy, gain on the ally, defense, decrease defense as well. Like, just absolutely insane. Leech and turn meter rewind on the A1. We got Marksman here, and we also got Ursine Ironhide. I have looked at Ursine Ironhide before. He is absolutely terrible. We're going to look up Marksman, and he is equally as terrible. So nothing too crazy there. Continuing on, pulling another 10. We have gotten one legendary so far, nothing else from there. We also got Rector Drath as well, and Shaman. We also got another one behind my big old head, and I'm not sure who it is. We also got Kale as well, so another duplicate there, hopefully helping out the rares of the High Elves for Faction Guardians. Shaman's not bad either. Decent support character, especially for early game if you pull her. Does the shield as well. Revive. Increased crit chance, but it's only like 15%, so it's nothing too crazy. And then we're going to look up Senesha instead of Seneshel. And Senesha is not bad, actually. There's some interesting potential uses here. Faction Wars looks really, really good. So maybe ended up using there. Nothing wrong with that. Increased ally HP in Faction Wars as well. Places an extra hit on enemies with less than 50% HP for the A1. The A2 attacks one enemy, puts a target skill on cooldown, heals the ally with the lowest HP by 25%. And then the A3 is really interesting. Equalizes the HP of all allies. The HP levels of all allies will be brought up to the level of the ally with the highest HP. Then heals the target by 60% when booked all the way up. And it goes down to a 5-turn cooldown. You see here me doing some math, and man, that was rough. But yeah, it's 60% of their max HP, which is absolutely nuts. A very strong heal there for an epic character, especially in Faction Wars. Nothing wrong with that at all. Very excited to use him there. We got Kale as well to be used for Faction Guardians. Pulling another 10 here. And keeping it going. I think we get another legendary here, and we do indeed. We got Lugan the Steadfast, and we also got Doom Priest as well. If you do not have Doom Priest is very, very good. Buddy of mine has Doom Priest built and been using her since he pulled her in the early game. Lugan is indeed a 3.5 Spirit Affinity. Doesn't look the best in a lot of areas. Faction Wars looks like he could be good. Crowd control, protection, and support. Scarab King as well. I don't know if I agree with the 5-star rating in Scarab King because he only shields himself. And Scarab King, you really need shields on everybody to be able to do well there. If not, he's going to keep counterattacking. I also really need a good shield character to pair with Titus Blackplume as well. You see we're talking about the ally protection, increased defense, block active skills as well on the A3 on a 4-turn cooldown. And it's a block active skills debuff for 2 turns, so it's not bad actually. He's decent. He's not bad. I just don't like that the shield buff only goes on himself. Like, it doesn't even go on anybody else. And I definitely need a shield character to pair with Titus Blackplume because a lot of his kit goes off of that having a shield on him. So Doom Priest also very good, not too bad at all. So it's 2 legendaries, opening up another 10 drop here. Moving along, so we got Lauren the Cutter, nothing too crazy to write home about. And then we got a bunch of rares, opening up another 10, opening up a lot of ancient shards today. I went a little crazy today, to be honest with you. And I think that is all rares, unfortunately. And then I am out of space, so what I'm going to do is go make space. And then the audio is fixed, so yay for audio fix. Oh. All right, we are back after making space, and I realized my microphone was not working for the first bit of that video. My bad. So we're back. Sorry for the voiceover there, but it is what it is. I'm not getting rid of that because I can't redo those pulls, you know? So we're going to pull 5 solo ancients here, and then we're going to pull the last 100 because I want to make sure saving the bigger for last. So we're just going to pull 5 solos here, see if we can get lucky, pull legendary. and then we'll pull 10 stacks, and we'll see what our earnings were throughout all of this. I did get a lot of fusion characters as well, so I'm gonna have to look at the fusions as well. Diabolist, speaking of fusion, I did get a lot of characters for fusion, so I'm curious to see who is going to be useful. Maybe it's a useful fusion for maybe like Mikage or somebody. Maybe I got somebody real good, who knows. All right, so that is going to be 5 rares in a row here, so let's pull 10 more of these. I do have a 25% chance at Tholen now if I pull a legendary, so hopefully these last 100 are good to me and I can get something useful. Marksman, we already realized he's trash, but hey, Faction Guardians, nothing wrong with that. Catacomb Counselor. I don't know if I know who that is, so let's find out. Catacomb Counselor. Let's see who that is. All right. He's not, he's 2.5. Okay, not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. That's kind of what I expected, to be honest with you. We also, there we go. That's what, there it is. Yeah, so not good at all. 2.5. Not good. All right, and then Marksman we already saw was bad, so let's pull 9 more of these. Let's keep it moving. We got another epic, Zelota. I don't know who that is, I don't think. He doesn't look familiar. Zelota. All right, let's see who Zelota is. And I believe that was my only legendary. It was indeed. So let's see who that is. Spirit, 3 stars. Not great. Oh, terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Moving on. Get that trash off my screen. All right, 10 more. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving. All right, more rares, more rares. Give me another legendary. Another epic. Farrakhan the Fat is actually really good. I did pull him in my last video. He is very good for Fire Knight because of his multi-hitter and decreased defense as well. HP burn and poisons in one kit as well. And then also the ally hitter as well, and the increased crit rate and increased crit damage on buff on all allies except this champion for 3 turns on a 4-turn cooldown is nutty. So this guy is really good. So nothing wrong with this at all. Really happy about that. Thanasal, I don't know who that is actually, so we're gonna have to figure that one out. Let's go. Let's see who Thanasal is, shall we? Oh, I misspelled something. No, Thenasal. Let's see if I full spell out the name. All right, there we go. There's Thanasal. All right, and we've got 2.5 force rating. Nothing good there. We also have Tashada. I think Tashada is good, if I'm not mistaken. That name sounds somewhat familiar, but let's see. 2.5. I was wrong. It was good. It was a known name for the wrong reason. But Farrakhan the Fat, I'll take it. That guy is really good. All right, another epic right off rip. Jingle Hunter. I do not know who that is, I believe. So let's see who that guy is, shall we? Jingle Hunter. He looks like an elf. He was probably released in some sort of Christmas update. He looks like he might work well with Santa. I'm not sure. 2.5. Okay. Moving on. Nope. Bad, bad, bad. Oh, we got Gaelic as well. Cool. What a time to be alive. All right, let's keep pulling here. And let's finish this off here. More rares. Give me another legendary. Come on. Jizzo. Jizzo's not bad, actually. Old Gruckus. Who is that? I don't know you. Old Gruckus. Let's see who that is. Is there an H in there somewhere? Probably, but oh well. Old Gruckus. Nope, there wasn't. Old Gruckus. 3.5 force. Not bad. Okay. Some good faction war stuff. Decrease attack, protection, support, ally increase speed in dungeons by 24%. That's not bad. That doesn't count for faction wars, unfortunately, but that's still not bad. Attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 15% chance of placing a leech debuff. That's not terrible. Attacks one enemy has a 60% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed buff. That's pretty good for 2 turns. Also has a 40% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 30%. Good for Fire Knight. Attacks all enemies, has an 80% chance of placing a 50% decreased debuff. 100% heal reduction for 2 turns. That does get booked up to a guaranteed lander. Has a 100% chance of that. So nothing wrong with that. Okay, cool. He's not terrible. And then Jizzo's not bad as well. All right, let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Who do we got? Who do we got? We got another legendary, Hellgazer. I think Hellgazer's pretty good. Shatterbones, I don't think is good, but let's find out. I think Hellgazer is not bad. I've searched up No, Hellgazer's terrible. That's right. Hellgazer's horrible. That's right, a 2. I do remember Hellgazer, and it was for the wrong reasons. All right, and then let's see Shatterbones. All right, let's see Shatterbones. Doing all this on one monitor is not easy, let me tell you. All right, Shatterbones, also not great. 3-star force. Okay, in Faction Wars maybe. Not great, though. All right, let's keep it moving. How many more do we got? We got, what, 40 more to go? All right, come on. We still got a chance to get Tholen here. Let's get Tholen. Come on! Scion, also trash. Barath the Blood-Soaked, I don't know, actually. So let's look up Barath. Barath the Blood-Soaked. Let's see. Looks pretty cool. Very red. 2.5. It's probably because he's mad because he's so bad. All right, cool. 3 more pulls. We got Kale as well. Lovely. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Another epic right off rip. Shatterbones, you're still garbage. Get away from me. All right, and then the rest, rares. I think this is our last pull. Nope, we got 2 more, so let's get 2 more pulls in here. Let's get another legendary to finish off this video. Come on! Another epic, Quargon the Crowned. I actually don't know who that is either. Quargon the Crowned. Let's see who this guy is. 3 Spirit. Oh. Never mind. All right, we got 1 more. Let's see if we can get lucky here. Please, please, please. Come on. Let's see if we can get lucky here. All right. Last one. Come on. Give me Tholen. Give me Tholen. No. All right, all rares to end it off. So, not too bad. We did get some legendaries. What was that? 235 ancients, I think, total. So we did get some legendaries. We did get some decent pulls here. We did get Lugan, who's not terrible, and then we got Goffred, who's not terrible as well. I am curious about the fusions and see if I pulled anybody useful. It does look like I'm still missing the same amount that I needed for Mikage, which is unfortunate. So the other good news is in the tournament here, we did have a champion chase tournament, so got a lot of stuff for this. A lot of energy, chickens, legendary skill tome, mythical skill tome. I'm also in first place as well, so I'll get some mythical artifacts as well and another mythical skill tome, so nothing wrong with that. Let's collect all my goodies. And, you know, in 2029, when we unlock our first mythical, it'll be great, and I'll have plenty of books ready to go to unlock them. Once again, sorry about the little sound issues in the beginning, but I'll do the voiceover, so it'll sound much better, and there will be not silence, and you can see some of the good pulls that I had. But hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you're clicking that download link below. Until next time, this has been Duel 'em. Later, Raiders.